Hi everyone! Today I have an unboxing of the Traxxas Stampede 4x4 Brushed Edition. This is a truck that's been around for a long time. The original 4x4 Stampede, the brushless version, came out all the way back in, I believe, 2010. So it's a platform that's been around for a while, and then the front and rear bulkhead and the transmission and all that is based on the Traxxas Slash 4x4, which came out a year before that. So this is a truck that's been around for a while. Even this brushed edition, which is a fairly new version, has been around since 2013, so that's also pretty old at this point. And this is the latest version of the brushed Stampede 4x4, and it's the one with the light kit installed, which was very intriguing for me. When the brushed Stampede first came out, I was very interested in it, very excited for it. And the main thing that really attracted me to that truck were these tires. These are the Max style tires. The tread pattern and the name of the tire is the same as the old E-Max and T-Max classic monster trucks by Traxxas. Stampede normally includes the Talon tires, which I think look awful, and also they don't perform very well either. And those are based on the E-Revo tires. Not a great tire. I think this fits the look of the monster truck a lot better, and also is just a much nicer looking tread. And I'm really excited to check all that out. So since this is a pretty old truck and a truck that's been around for a very long time, and it's also a very popular platform, a lot of people have experience with this. So I won't go super into detail about it because it's pretty straightforward at this point. But I do want to mention some specific features of the brushed edition, and of course the new LEDs that are included with this version of the Stampede. So this LED version, you can get it in either this red and blue or this green and blue. I'm not a fan of the colors for the Stampede, but I'm not a fan of the stock body of the Stampede anyway, so I'll probably end up getting something different in the future, so not a huge deal. There's lots of bodies available for it because, again, it's been around for a long time, and a lot of the standards for 10 scale monster trucks are based on the footprint of the Stampede, so kind of a trailblazer there. Here we have the chassis, LED lights, just kind of going to quickly go over the box just in case you're interested. Just another picture of the Stampede. But yeah, let's get this out of the box and see what it comes with inside. So before we go in depth into the truck itself, let's kind of talk about what's in this little goodie bag. Some stickers, a little mail-in warranty card. Comes with an extra battery strap in case you want to run like bigger batteries, like a 3S or 4S or something. I probably wouldn't run that big of a battery on the brush system. It'll definitely blow up. The brush system, I would say keep it to 2S. 3S might be okay, you might blow up the motor, but yeah, in case you want to use a bigger battery, they have this, extra body clips, and then the plastic little washers for the body, because the old Traxxas bodies tend to be a little bit thin, so it's nice to include those. The remaining like preload clips for the shocks, some basic tools, the nicer 4 amp fast charger, but it is a car plug, 12 volt car plug, so that kind of sucks, but it is included in case you don't have anything. And then some manual stuff, another quick guide for setup and stuff like that, and this has the part list and the exploded views and stuff, so a good little thing to keep around. So finally, let's talk about the truck itself. The body is the same body they've been using since 2010, 2011, whatever, like whenever the original two-wheel drive XL5 Stampede came out. So this body set has been around for a while. I know that the body tends to be a little bit thin, so it tends to crack at the bed here at the rear body posts. That's why those white washers exist, and also Traxxas is including foam washers on the body post now, so that will help them not rattle around and also will protect the body a little bit better. Speaking of the body, it comes nice and clean because Traxxas does wrap their body separately in the package, so that keeps it nice and fresh, which is nice. And on the internet, when I saw this color scheme online, I didn't really like it. You can kind of tell it's supposed to be emulating the pro graphics of the Haas monster truck with that green and blue paint scheme. But the green is a decent shade, I think, and then the blue has a nice like blue, like multiple shades of blue on it. The black bits are actually not black; they're like metallic gray. So I think the body looks a little bit better than I expected. So pretty happy about that. It does have this huge hole on the windshield for your antenna. I believe they used to be on the back of the body on the two-wheel drives, but I guess in the four-wheel drives they have it in the front because the receiver box on the four-wheel drive is on the front, and it's basically the same receiver box they've been using forever. XL5 waterproof ESC Traxxas 2056 servo, which is the slower servo. They're all plastic gear servos, but waterproof. It's a decent, ready to run basic servo. The 12-turn Titan motor used to be infamous for blowing up a lot, like overheating and like dying a lot. They seem like they've gotten a little bit better, so let's see how well this motor lasts in this four-wheel drive platform. I think in recent memory, I've only ever used this motor in two-wheel drive vehicles, so I don't know how it'll hold up with four-wheel drive, but we'll see if their gearing is set up right. The battery tray is reversible in case you want to run different size batteries. And the battery that's included is a 3000 mAh nickel metal hydride 7-cell hump pack. Pretty basic. It's a decent battery. I know Arma includes a slightly larger battery, but that's not going to make too much of a difference. Here we have the quick little guide for LiPo mode and nickel metal mode. It comes in nickel metal mode out of the box, obviously. And a lot of this, again, is just things that a lot of people have seen before. I bought this particular truck on A-Main Hobbies, and they called it a low CG version. And I don't have any experience with the old Stampede 4x4, but from what I remember and from what I've seen online, it does seem like it's a little bit flatter. At least it's a lot flatter than the two-wheel drive Stampede. It is still kind of stepped up in the middle, so I don't know how different that is. I don't know why they call it a low CG version. I don't know if there's actually any difference there. So the wheels and the wheels are the same as the Stampede has had for a long time. The tires, like I said, are different and unique to the brushed model. It doesn't seem like they have any foams in them, which means the tires are kind of riding just on the shoulders. So I'm kind of concerned on how these are gonna run, because you can see they're kind of caved in the middle, which is a little bit strange. So we'll have to see how well those do. The other thing that's different about the brushed edition is it comes with a plastic center drive shaft. So I don't know if that also means it has plastic outputs from the diff that they used to use on the original release of the Slash 4x4. I'm hoping it's the middle ones, but I'm not sure about that. But they do use a plastic center drive shaft, and you can also see they include thinner steering links than the VXL version, and also non-adjustable camber links to cut down on cost a little bit further. And those could be seen as a little bit of a downside compared to the VXL, but this is significantly cheaper than the brushless edition. I think the tires on it are a little bit better. And unlike the two-wheel drive brushed models, this still does include full hex hardware, not Phillips hardware, so that's nice to see. And also includes a full set of ball bearings, so that's also very nice to see because the brush editions don't come with bearings. For a modern RC brand to still not include bearings seems kind of weird to me, but at least on the 4x4 Brush Stampede, they do include hex hardware and sealed ball bearings. You can kind of see the blue peeking through there. So that's nice to see. I always thought it was strange that Traxxas now has no antenna on their radios, but they still include a really long antenna on a 2.4 gigahertz system, so that seems kind of strange that they still want you to use an antenna tube on a 2.4 gigahertz system. I'll probably just shove this into the battery box and it's not going to hurt range that much, so I'm just going to do that. It's something that always bothered me about Traxxas cars. But you know, it's not a huge deal. So the major thing you probably want to check out about this particular truck is of course the LED set that's included. Turn on your radio first, always. And turning on the truck. You can see it has 4 LEDs up front, nice and bright. And then 2 LEDs in the rear with buckets in the rear. And you can still add a wheelie bar if you want. So that's super cool. I believe this light kit by itself is like 40 or 50 bucks, so I think it's worth it. You save a little bit of money getting this version of the Brush Stampede 4x4 instead of buying the regular Stampede 4x4 brush and then buying the lights later. So might be a better deal. Unless you particularly like the body colors of the other versions, I would recommend going with this one. So I will take it on a little run, get some impressions. So we'll drive this exactly how it came out of the box. I didn't charge the battery yet, it's whatever charge is left in the battery. Note that the motor's not broken in and the battery's not broken in, so the performance definitely will improve once you run it a little bit, and also obviously when you have the battery fully charged. But if you're excited like me for this thing, and just pull it out of the box, this is how it runs. So as you can see, it's not super fast, but it's very controllable. And these tires definitely seem like they grip a little better than the Talons that come on the two-wheel drive and the VXL. because the front wheels stick out farther than the bumper, it is able to climb over curbs and stuff like that pretty easily. I think adds to the fun of the thing, because you can kind of drive it wherever you want to drive it. So I'm gonna be running it on a 5,000 milliamp hour 2-cell LiPo pack now. Let's see how it does on more rougher terrain. Uh-oh. Seems like we have a breakage. So it seems like it popped the cap off the shock and all the oil leaked out. Unfortunately, that's a very common issue with a lot of the Traxxas shocks. So I'll probably will have to get some aluminum shock caps for that, but that's a little bit annoying.